Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. So come on in the room and have some fun with me as we inform, inspire, and motivate. We are the show that gets you going during these rough times and beyond, right? We see a light at the end of the tunnel and it's getting brighter and brighter, and I'm so excited. So come on in and take a seat on the virtual couch, if you will, and have some fun with us tonight. As you guys know, I tell you every week you can view my show on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And on Facebook, I have a special TV show page called Let's Talk with author Dre Lett. And on Instagram, it's on my author Dre Lett page, and YouTube, obviously, Let's Talk with author Dre Lett. So there you can view all the shows and to purchase my books. They're on Amazon. Just type in my penmanship name, Dre, D-R-E-L-E-T-T, Lett. And also, you can go on my website there, scrolling at the bottom. So you guys come on in the room. Let's have a good time. So I like to recognize my virtual studio audience every week. They come in and they comment and they keep me going and laugh with me and all that good stuff. So I want to recognize and see who is plopped down on the virtual couch and see those who aren't afraid. And those of you who are, I totally understand. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So yes, my loyal loved ones, absolutely. My mommy in love you. She is watching from Vegas. Hello. Hubby is in the man cave. Hey, babe, how are you? You doing good? You You comfortable? And let's see who else is. I see some more people coming on in. Yes, come on in and join the show. As you guys know, it streams from 4 different pages. I was shocked to see a couple weeks back that there was actually 12,000 people that viewed my show within the last 60 days. And I was like, whoa. So that's huge. That's awesome. From going all the way back to August when I first started. It wasn't anything like it is now. And I'm just so honored that so many people are watching from around the world and the United States, and it's constantly growing. So thank you, Facebook, for giving me those stats, because when I look at the videos online or on YouTube, I say, but Facebook shows me different. So I'm super excited. So for those of you that are watching, if you're too shy to comment, I understand. And for those of you that aren't shy, you guys can always view it on the Let's Talk page and comment. And like I said, it's viewing on 4 different pages. So thank you so much for your love and your support. So you guys, this is Need to Know Friday. Yes, it is. So every so often, as I said, the show is to inform, inspire, and motivate. This is tonight what I would call an informative show. Need to know. We've got somebody coming on. His name is Terry Graham. He is from Legacy Builders. He's going to give us the 411 on insurance policies and which ones you need for yourself and your loved ones, right? God forbid something should happen to you or your loved ones, but if it does, you can bury them, you can have a funeral, you can do what you need to do if you have the right things in place. And as you'll hear from him, some of these policies are so cheap. I mean, we pay money, X amount of dollars for some of the movie, I can't really say their names, but some of the outlets that we watch online, you pay $10, $15, $20 for that. You can pay $10, $15, $20 for a policy to make sure your loved ones are provided for. So he'll be on to share some of that with us. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that. And then we also have comedian, actor, singer, entertainer JeROME. He has a special segment on the show, and it is called the JeROME Moment. So he'll be on a little later to kind of get us laughing a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So I see some more people coming on in the room. Yes. Hey, Carla, love you, girl. One of my biggest supporters. And she was on the show as well, showcasing her specialty and how those of you, if you're looking to make a career change, you can get into that. So she was on the show. Hey, Carla. So you guys, in hot topics, oh my goodness, you guys tell me, those of you watching virtually and those of you that are watching pre-recorded, make sure you type in the comment section what you think. What do you guys think about Monique, the comedian? Yes, so Monique sparks debate after telling Black women to stop wearing bonnets and pajamas in public. I'm gonna read this verbatim, okay? So it's not what I said. This is what she said. The Oscar-winning Precious actress shared on an Instagram video in which she revealed her shock at seeing so many young sisters dressed casually while walking through an airport over one of the weekends where she was traveling. And this is what she said, quote, wearing head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them. Monique said, I've been seeing it not just at the airport, but in the store and in the mall. And she questioned, she said, when did we lose our pride in representing ourselves? When did we slip away of, making sure that we're presentable when we left home? She said, you don't have to have a face full of makeup or any of that, but for sure don't walk out of the house with something on your head that you sleep in or pajamas and things of that nature. So she said she just wanted to speak out on it. What do you guys think on that? Please chime in and tell me what your thoughts are on that. And I'll give you my thoughts. I'm not scared. So, how I feel about that is, obviously the era that I grew up in, my grandmother, my mother, my aunties, everybody basically said, hey, you're not leaving the house looking crazy. Now, I agree with Monique. You don't have to have on makeup and hair flowing, but don't come out the house with a headscarf on. Don't do it. And slippers, those are some cute slippers I see the ladies wearing or young women wearing with the furs and all that, but I'm not leaving my house in them. No. I think she is correct. I think when we leave the house, we should represent ourselves well, like our mothers and grandmothers have taught us to do. And if you don't have a mother or a grandmother or auntie or a mentor to look up to, just seek out one. We are here. We will help you, because if we look bad, how do you think other people look at us as women, right? As African American women, it doesn't look good at all. And some people may say, well, they do it. Well, we're not them. We have to have pride about ourselves. People treat you based upon the way that you look, based upon the way that you carry yourself. If you leave the house looking like a hot mess and you go in the store and you need some customer service, they're going to treat you accordingly. If we want to be treated with respect, if we want our men to love on us and treat us with respect, we have to act accordingly and look at the part. Okay. That's just my 2 cents. That's what I think. I think that, and some young women, some millennials may get mad at me like they did Monique, but I'm the same age as Monique, and I totally get it. I think we need to get back to that. Guys too, I'm seeing some of these young guys leave the house with pants sagging, and I get the cornrows and the braids. That's cool. I get it, but can you edge up the edge, the sides a little bit, put a little oil on it? Why you gotta be looking like buckwheat? I mean, from the Little Rascals, right? Why you gotta look crazy? Again, that's how society's going to treat you. So you have to dress accordingly, look the part. I get it. It's a style, it's a statement, but some stuff is just meant to be kept at home, especially bonnets, pajamas, slippers. No. Okay, so what do you guys think? Let me look at some of the comments here. Yes. Somebody says she is correct. Somebody said, I fully agree. A woman should always have care about themselves. Absolutely. Because if we don't care for ourselves, why do we think anybody else should, right? Somebody said a hot mess, LOL. Yes, a hot mess. Definitely. We have to, carry ourselves. And some stuff, you'll hear people say, well, that's the style, y'all just old. Well, I get it. Styles change, because when I was coming up, I loved Prince. And, my parents and grandparents said, what are you listening to? But I will tell you this, I love Prince, but I didn't walk out the house looking crazy in the pajamas. So no, we got to do better. We have got to do better. We've got to do better, young ladies. And like I said, if you don't have a mother or a grandmother or somebody that can help you or tell you, seek out a mentor. We're here. We'll help you. We'll tell you. We'll show you the way. So let's see if there's any more comments in here. If anybody else saying anything else. Yes. I see some more comments. That's a shame. And yeah, ladies, don't get upset with that. Okay, so the next hot topic I want to talk about is this. What do you guys think about this is controversial, but what do you guys think about the people that are saying they're vaccinated and they're just walking around without a mask and they're just like, I'm vaccinated, it doesn't matter? What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that if somebody's vaccinated that they shouldn't care? Now, I know some governors and some states are saying it's okay, but I don't know. Until we really, really could truly see the numbers, I'm still wearing my mask in public places. If it's a large number, large group, I'm wearing my mask. If I'm at home and it's me, my husband, another person, okay, and we're all vaccinated, I get it. But if I'm in the mall and it's hundreds of people around, I'm wearing mine. What do you guys think? Do you think you still should wear it just to be safe? I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? You guys chime in. So I know the comments come in a little bit after I said it, but I'll get back with you on that. So I'm going to show you guys something new. So as we're coming out of the pandemic, I'm hearing about a lot of people changing careers, changing jobs. I'm just having a whole different outlook on life in terms of employment and the whole 9 yards. And so I think it's a great thing. We all should be open to trying something new, because we're coming out into a whole nother life, if you will, a new normal, if you will. So with that being said, I want to share something with you guys that I got quite a few views, almost 500 views on, and I shared it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can take a look at this. So as I talk about trying something new and having an open mind to different things, this is what I did. So you guys know I'm a roller skater, right? And so I was willing to try a new style skating, and my husband skates Detroit style. And I'm an okay skater. I just skate around to get cardio, but he was showing me these moves. And for copyright purposes, I'm going to have to mute it. But you guys get the gist of it here. As you can see, he's showing me some moves, and I'm trying. I'm like, okay, I could get a little bit, but I just wanted to share this with you guys to let you know that, if there's somebody in your life that can show you a new trade, a new skill, be it doing hair, painting, skating, playing tennis, whatever, bowling. Let them show you, right? Let them be open to new things and different things. This video was made about 3 years ago. And so it's got quite a few views, almost 500 there, as you can see. And so that's what he was just showing me how to do some moves. And I'm saying, okay, I could do it. I could do it. And as you see, we'll do some other different moves. But, after I was done, I was sore. But it's all good in that you've got to open your mind and try something different and not be so closed-minded to different things. And you just got to keep moving. And, when you get to a certain age, you got to be willing to say, you know what? I got to move. You got to get up off the couch, get some exercise, and get that cardio going, no matter what, no matter what. And so that I wanted to share that with you guys. And of course, my video is gonna get stuck as I was sharing that video with you guys. So maybe it'll start back up. But as I was saying, just try something new, whether it's welding, it's carpentry, is opening a new business, whatever it may be. You got to be open to it and get a mentor. Seek out a mentor. Get somebody that can show you a thing or two. And I cannot believe that this thing is stuck. You guys, bear with me. It's the internet gods. They're saying, ah, ha, 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 we got you. So I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get out of this thing here. And while it's doing its thing, trying to unhook itself, I think Mr. Graham, my guest, is waiting to come on the virtual stage. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce him. But real quick before we do that, let me see what your thoughts were, you guys, as I talked about the Monique thing and about if you're vaccinated, if you guys think we still should be running around with masks on or not. What's your thoughts on that? Okay, somebody said follow CDC guidelines always. I totally agree. Yes, you should follow CDC guidelines no matter what. I agree. Despite what your state may tell you, you definitely have to follow the CDC guidelines because they know what's best, right? They know what's best. So, okay, so we got out of that video. Apologize for that. I'm going to show that at the end because I really wanted you guys to see that. That was me trying to learn something new. So let me introduce our guest. Our guest is Terry R. Graham. He is an investment advisor representative with GWN Securities. He's also an insurance agent providing life insurance, health insurance, and annuity products. Terry R. Graham is married. He has 2 children, so he knows all about the family life and children, raising children, and things that you need for your household. His goal as a financial advisor is to manage wealth and help build legacies for his clients and their families. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Mr. Terry Graham to the virtual stage. Hey, Terry, how are you, sir?
I'm great, and yourself? Glad to be back on for your show.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you for coming back on. You and I were talking offline, and I was just telling you how, unfortunately, so many people are losing loved ones and passing away. And, it's just a lot going on. And I think that people should really take a listen and try to get some insurance policies for their families, because we spend money for everything else. We could at least crack open a checkbook or the bank account to make this investment. So wanted to have you on. I'm gonna let you do your thing and tell us all about life insurance policies and what you have to share with us, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to share my screen, have a presentation that I'll bring up, and then we can walk through the presentation. If the audience has any questions, they can ask questions and put them in the chat, and you can just let me know what they're asking, and then from there we'll go from there.
Okay.
If you can let me know if you can see my screen. I think you can right now. I'm bringing up my PowerPoint presentation. Let me know when that pops up on your screen.
We are good, sir.
All right, good to go. Awesome. Well, thank you again for having me, and thank those who are listening and those who will listen. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it as brief as possible, but I want to share some information about life insurance. Life insurance is very important to have for your family. And I want to just talk about some things concerning that, talk about GoFundMe, and then talk to people about why you should have it. And also we'll talk about the different types of life insurance that are available. And I'll keep it brief. And of course, you can always follow up with me. I believe my information is scrolling across the screen. All right. So start this process. Life insurance, what is it used for? It is to care for your family. It is protect your family. It's also to provide coverage for your family for unforeseen circumstances. And it is used for those different things. It's for your family, and it can also be used while you're alive. So sometimes people think it's only for my family after I'm dead, but it's to cover you and your family. So life insurance can be used in a number of different ways, and we'll show you those different things as we go through this slideshow. Now, some statistics that I found online, pretty powerful stuff here. 85% of consumers agree that most people need life insurance. The question that I ask is, do you need life insurance? I know what the answer is, but you have to find that answer within yourself to make sure you understand what you need life insurance, and then also understand why you need life insurance. 44% of U.S. households had individual life insurance as of 2010. Now, this is important because a lot of people have life insurance at work. But the thing is, are you going to work your entire life? When you leave that job, that life insurance does not come with you. So a lot of people don't have policies that they own. And that's basically what this statistic is. And they're saying that is a 50-year low. And that's from 2010. 70% of U.S. households with children under 18 would have trouble meeting everyday living expenses within a few months if a primary wage earner were to die today. So you have to look at that. Is the primary wage earner covered? Or both, if they're multiple, are they covered? So you want to make sure they're covered. And they also have the right amount of insurance as well. Then 40% of Americans have life insurance coverage, but don't think they have enough. And that's where you want to take a look to see, do you have enough to take for your family to be taken care of after you're gone? Do you have enough to for that family and for your family members? And that's just really another way of showing love to your family. Then 83% don't purchase life insurance because it's too expensive. They say it's too expensive, but it costs nearly 3 times less than they think it does. So a lot of times people think life insurance is too expensive, it's not worth it, but it is. Now, I'm going into something that's going to hit hard, and I want people to understand this. And here's a question. Is GoFundMe the new life insurance? And you can put that, if you're in the chat room, you can put an answer yes or no in the chat room. And I know we'll see it later on, but I believe more and more people are using GoFundMe as a life insurance policy, and it is not a life insurance policy. My next slide simply says that GoFundMe is not life insurance. Everybody that's opened up a GoFundMe when a parent or family member passes does not always meet the goal that they reach out for in that. So it's not a life insurance. It's kind of a hit or miss type thing. So you don't want to have to use GoFundMe or try to use GoFundMe to take care of those expenses when you have other options just to take care of it, such as life insurance. But anyway, so you have that. Now, with that, so we established GoFundMe is not life insurance. And I want people to really get that. And I know it's been used for families, and sometimes that's the only way. But if we plan better, we don't have to use those things for that. All right. Now, give you some information. What kind of life insurance is right for you? There's term life insurance, and there's permanent life insurance. So with that, and most people have heard of term, different companies focus on term. I look at both the term and the permanent and find out which is the best solution for the client versus what is best, to know what's best for the client. That, to me, that's the best solution. Now, with terms, so you understand that it covers temporary expenses like the mortgage. Your choice of coverage can be from 10 to 30 years. Some policies are actually up to 35 years. The younger you are, the more you can get as far as years of coverage. Typically, it is cheaper than your monthly coffee expenses, and is designed for young families with temporary needs. So that's your term policy, because it will expire Once it expires, then you'll have to renew it, and it's going to be renewed at a higher price. You also have permanent insurance. Permanent insurance, and we'll talk about the different types of permanent, covers lifelong needs like estate planning, retirement, income, or final expenses, or final expenses. So it can be used to cover a lot of different things. And basically, you'll hear it covers for your whole life. A lot of times you'll hear whole life. That's the name of it, or one of the products, whole life, because it's covering you for your whole life. Typically, the payments are cheaper than a monthly cable bill. They're going to be more expensive than term, but they're cheaper than a monthly cable bill. I believe my cable bill right now is about $80-$90 in that ballpark. And I know I have some insurance that is cheaper than this for me, that I'm paying for a policy. Then designed for those with lifelong needs or desire to cover final expenses. And we'll even talk about final expense insurance, which is another category under permanent. So you have term versus permanent. Big thing is finding out which one suits me best, and suits my family best based off of where I am today. And then also you look at how much you can afford as well. Now, with that, you have permanent life insurance. You have whole life, which we talked about. Normally, is a level premium, level benefit. Pretty much, there's some cash value being earned, but and you have to request that cash value a lot of times, and at the beginning of the policy to make sure you can get the cash value with the benefit. The additional level benefit. So if you do $50,000, it's earned in cash value. It may earn over, a couple $1,000s over the life of the policy. You can request to get that amount plus the cash, the level benefit that is in the policy. It matures at 100 when you're 100 years old. Pretty much what they will do once if you live to be 100 years old, which I pray that we all do, healthily and healthy. A healthy 100.
Yeah.
And then what happens is they'll give that money to you because you've reached that point, and they're like, okay. And then from there, you do what you need to do with that money. Universal is similar to it, flexible premiums, flexible benefit. It gets a little different, but it has cash value and 2 death benefit options with that. Then you had index universal life, same features as universal life, except it puts money into an investment type account, not really investment account, but gives you access to indexes for the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. So it gives you potential for higher returns than the other ones. Then you have the variable life, and then variable life and variable universal life. And basically they're more of like investment products, but they're insurance with investment products attached to it. So those are the different types of permanent life insurance policies that are available. And of course, we talked about term as well. And then the last one I want to talk about is final expense here. With final expense, this basically is for those personnel that are people that may not be able to get insured, because not everybody can get insured due to different reasons. So you have final expense that allows you to get insured, and we have different products that allow you to get insured with no medical exam. Your policy can't be canceled except for non-payment. Your monthly premium can never be increased by the company, and also your policy bills cash value at the same time. So you have those different options that are available to you, and those are some of the products that are available out there for life insurance. And I can, of course, get into detail later, which I'm not going to do here, but just to give you a brief synopsis of life insurance and what is available to you. A lot of older people use this final expense because they may have some different things going on that the regular insurance will not insure them. And a lot of times because people get insurance after they finish work, they're older, they may be on medications, they may have had life experiences, sicknesses and so forth. So the final expense may be the only option for some people. But you have different options. And of course, the younger you are and getting the policy, the less it costs to keep that policy and maintain that policy. So those are some of the different products. And we talked about these different things and just want to kind of recap what I said. I'm not going to be long here tonight. But term life, it provides protection for a specific limited amount of time. It could be 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30 years, up to a maximum age of 80. So it will cut off at 80. Also, typically provides no cash value, but offers a lower premium. You often use this if you have a mortgage, you have young children. So if something will happen to the spouse, the main breadwinners in the house, you would lay out a policy that would cover in case of that, to pay off the mortgage, to pay college tuition, to make sure that the family stays afloat and does not lose things in the case of a death, untimely death. You have the whole life designed to stay in force for individuals' entire life. Normally up to 100, they have 120 here, but up to about 100. Has a cash value that accumulates over the life of the policy. And this is the permanent life insurance. Cash value can be accessed if needed for any reason, and can provide guaranteed income after retirement. So those are the two different types you have, the term and the permanent life. So those are different options that you have. And of course, you have to sit down and see which one is best for you. Now, we'll go back to a couple of different facts. I like to deal with facts. This way people understand. Most people believe that life insurance is as much as 3 times more expensive than it is when it's not. Also, with life insurance, only 37% of working single mothers own an individual life policy. A lot of people think, hey, my job is going to take care of me, and that is not always the case. And then last year, a lot of people were laid off from work. So that life insurance, they didn't have life insurance during COVID. And I know of a situation where someone was laid off from their main job, working a part-time job with no life insurance, and passed with no life insurance, thinking that the life insurance from the job will work. And they had to do a GoFundMe account. And this was a single mother with 2 children. So you have to look at those different things. And I'm quite sure this happened throughout the U.S. Last year. The average amount of life insurance family has, American adults, about 167,000. You have to find out if that's right for you, it fits you. 4 in 10 people have no life insurance, and that's a biggie right there. 29% of people say within 1 month they would feel the financial impact of a death of a primary wage earner. So if that's you, then you have to look at that and say, all right, I need to do something in case of this. And then 2/3 of Americans believe life insurance bring peace of mind. And I am one of those 2/3. I know it does. It brings peace of mind to my family. They know if I pass, then there's money coming to them to take care of quite a bit of things that they need to take care of. And they will be able to move on. Not that they won't mourn me, they'll be able to mourn me, but they'll be able to mourn me and not worry about, well, how is this bill going to get paid? How is the mortgage going to get paid? How are we going to live beyond the death of his death? So you want that for your family. And that's just another way, to me, of showing love to your family. Here's last thing. One of the last things we're talking about: 5 types of people who should consider getting life insurance. And notice this is pretty much, I believe, everyone. Single people, you should get life insurance. You lock in your rates. The younger you are, helps you can pay student expenses. So there's some different things you can do with different type of permanent policies. Help pay off your debt so your family doesn't have to. So you pass that way, you're good to go. Student loans and things of that nature at an all-time high. You may have student loans, and then if your parents are tied to it, that could affect them if they have to pay that off for you. Married couples, this help pay off your mortgage, help pay off everyday household expenses, and help keep your spouse debt-free. And that's one of the things that I don't want. Something happened to me, I don't want my wife to have to go into debt to pay for a funeral. I want her to be debt-free and be able to enjoy life after I pass, and vice versa. For families, to pay off your future education expenses for your kids, establish a trust to help fund your children's futures, also help your family maintain their lifestyle. And again, this is important. I don't want my family to suffer because of my death. I want to plan and have a life insurance plan that will help them either maintain their same lifestyle, or live a better lifestyle. And here, soon to be retirees, different things you can do with the permanent life insurance, and replace wages lost from employment, pay for medical expenses. Also can bring added peace of mind we're nearing retirement. So it's not just for those that are for death. It can be used for life. And I think a lot of times we associate life insurance with only death, but it can be used for life experiences while we're still living. We just have to plan it and look and see where it can be used. Also for retirees, you can leave a legacy to your family. You can allocate money to your charity, to your church. You can help with daily and final expenses upon your passing. So those are different types of people who need it. And I know I pretty much covered everybody, but it's everybody needs life insurance to me. And that's just what I see and how I see it. And I believe most people think that. It's just a lot of times we don't sit down to find out what we need as far as life insurance and the cost of it, and how it can benefit not only us while we're living, but also benefit our families upon our death. Here's a question: are you covered? And you have to look at that. Are you covered? Are you properly covered? And if not, you can reach out to me, and I have no problems working with people and talking to people to help them see what they need and evaluate even what they have. That way they know that they're covered. Not only they're covered, but their families are covered as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Questions?
Yes, you guys come on in with the questions. Terry, we got a couple. If you guys didn't get his information on the slide, is there at the bottom scrolling. So there's a couple questions. Okay. So the first one says whole life versus universal life, which is better of the two products? I know you touched on that. Which one would you think, Terry?
All right. Now, it depends on the client. I look at each client differently based off of their needs. The age, you have to look at that. You want to look at the family. Do you have debt? Do you have mortgage? So it depends. I know a lot of companies and they'll say term is the best way to go. That's the only way to go. And some say whole life is the only way to go. But it depends on the person. It's like each person has different circumstances and situations. So I don't like to pigeonhole that. I listened to, like I had a client there I talked to, and she was telling me what she wanted to do and needed to do. And I listened and I was like, okay, here's the best route for you. So I listen and hear what their needs are versus saying one size fits all, because one size doesn't fit all. Both of them are a good insurance and they serve a purpose. So it's just, instead of trying to fit somebody into something, you find out what fits them. Yeah. That's basically what I like to do.
Okay. That's fair. The next question is, if you take a loan out of $10,000 and have not paid it back fully, what is paid out of your death? Face value less the balance due on the loan.
Yes, and any interest. So yes, so that's true. That statement is true there. So if you're doing that and you want to be cautious of that, and if you're taking a loan from a whole life policy, do your best to pay it back, or at least know if I don't pay it back, it's going to be the face value minus this amount minus any interest.
Okay. And then the last question I have here, there's more coming in, but I know you can only answer so many. Let's see here. Can you just take a withdrawal on your cash value and not your loan, yet still get the face value of the original policy? I think you touched on that.
Repeat the question again.
Okay, so they're saying, can you just take a withdrawal on your cash value and not a loan, yet still get the face value of the original policy?
Okay, it depends on the type of insurance. So whole life comes in different flavors, or permanent comes in different flavors. So pretty much, I'm going to give an example. If you have a $100,000 policy, you have, and then you have a $20,000 in cash value. If you take 10 out of that, then you'll get the amount, and it has to be stipulated in the policy. You'll get the 100 plus whatever is left over from the 20 minus that 10K and interest. So it all depends on the type of policy you get and the stipulations in the policy.
Wow. Okay. Well, you guys, Terry's, his information is scrolling down there. Terry, I'll let you do the honors and tell them what's the best way to get a hold of you if they have any questions.
All right. The best way, give me a call, 404-514-2232. and that will ring me directly so I can help you out there. You also can go to the website, and it's www.legacybuilders.us. And my email is going to be terry.graham@legacybuilders.us. So those are the best way. Feel free to give me a call, and I'll sit down and talk to anybody to see how I can help them, if I can help them. And there's no pressure. I don't put pressure on anybody. I sit and talk. We see if I can help you. If you're a good fit for me and I'm a good fit for you, then we'll work together. If not, then I understand. I tell people I'm a skater as well. Meet people, a lot of people are skating, and they were like, "Hey, I want to work with you, but may not work out, may work out." I said, "Look, it's not going to change our relationship if you do business with me or don't do business with me." I said, "I'm still treat you the same way. I may not be a good fit for you. You may not be a good fit for me. If we are, then we work together. But I don't take it personal. If I can help you, I'm gonna do my best to help you. If I can't, I'll see who else may be able to help you in what you're pursuing."
Absolutely. And that's great. That's fair. And you guys, like he said, get some life insurance. We have to have it, because the days of people passing away, and like you said, GoFundMe, come on, we got to do better, right?
Yes, no doubt. Yeah, GoFundMe, I see too many GoFundMe, and I know a lot of them didn't realize that what they could have had a life insurance policy that took care of everything plus, and it would not have cost them as much as they thought or think that it costs.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Terry, for coming on. I appreciate you informing the viewers so they know what's going on, they're abreast of what's happening. I thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome here anytime. And again, thanks for coming on. Let's talk.
All right. Thank you for having me, and you have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Right.
Okay, as you guys saw, that was Terry talking about life insurance policies. We've definitely got to do better as a community to make sure that our loved ones are taken care of. Some people say, well, hey, I'm going to be dead. I don't care what happens to that person. That's not right. So I think we should take care of our families, our spouses, our mothers, our fathers, the whole nine. All relatives, if you can, just get a policy. We pay for everything else. We have a monthly subscription too, right? So make sure we do that. Okay, guys. So now for some fun time. Yes. My next guest, and by the way, thank you, Terry Graham, for coming on for Legacy Builders, informing everybody. I appreciate you so much, sir. So my next guest, yes, as you guys have seen him here before, he's been on our show on the show before. His his name is JeROME. Yes, and we have a special segment called the JeROME Moment. He is a comedian, an actor, singer, entertainer, the whole nine yards. Funny guy. He's gonna come on and have his JeROME moment. So I'm gonna bring him onto the virtual stage. Hey, JeROME.
How you doing? All right.
How you doing? Okay.
I see what you got on. You got the nice neck piece. Matches the lipstick, which matches the earrings. All right.
I'm trying.
You got style. You got it going on.
Oh, well, thank you. I see you didn't turn into a zombie from your vaccination. That's awesome.
Not yet. I hope it doesn't hit me like 10 years from now. Because the movie I Am Legend.
Yes.
With Will Smith. That was the plot of the movie.
Yes.
It's what happened was there was a lady scientist that invented a cure for cancer, and everyone took this vaccine, which is the vaccine for cancer, rather. And then everybody took that vaccine, turned into a flesh-eating zombie. So that scared people. That was just a movie. That's a jump. Get vaccinated. I got vaccinated, so we can go get rid of this pandemic and really get out and have some fun.
Yeah.
Not be stuck in the house. With me, as if you've been to this show, hi, everybody that's a regular, I got my non-working TV in the back, and I'm scared of the COVID, so I don't want to go to the Best Buy to get another one. People spraying virus all over the place. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. The JeROME Moment, what I'm talking about now, might have a little bit to do with what Terry Graham was talking about. Terry Graham was talking about insurance. In this little segment, I'm going to talk about a woman that punched the lights out of a flight attendant on Southwest and broke two of her teeth. I mean, just pimp slap this flight attendant. This flight attendant might want to get some life insurance.
I hate to laugh.
Air rage, how people are just getting enraged on the airplanes. I know flying is very stressful, and you can be, apprehensive on a plane because you don't know if the plane's going to go down. You can be nervous, different things. We got the pandemic going on, but some people are just going berserk. I mean, punching the flight attendant, and breaking a teeth, and breaking a nose. I mean, my God, it gives a whole, to talk about fight or flight. This is crazy. Why are we getting so out of control? Matter of fact, I've checked some stats, and it's the FAA says over 2,500 incidences of violence on airplanes this year alone, and 1,900 of them had to do with masks. Apparently, this incident where a flight attendant claims the lady was not paying attention to her when she was giving flight instructions. And one of the instructions was, hey, you have to put the mask over your nose. Some people have this mask on their mouth and don't put it over their nose. So she's trying to explain to get it over your nose, according to her. And they got into a little bit of a debate about it. And then the flight attendant left and came back, and the lady still didn't have it over her nose. They were talking about it. And so apparently some people said the flight attendant was leaning on her while she's talking to her or something. But the lady jumped up, and the young lady, 28 years old, just bam, bam, punches her, bang, bang, And the lady happened to get arrested when the plane landed, and that kind of, it's just ridiculous. As a matter of fact, some of these airlines have stopped serving alcohol temporarily. I think Southwest stopped it temporarily because some of the incidents, not this one, but some of the incidences involve alcohol. And one of the president of the flight attendant union wants more air marshals on planes, and I don't know what do you do with that, with the air marshal, whip out a Uzi, it's like he's Scarface or something. If you don't put your mask on, say hello to my little friend. I don't get it. And in the alcohol part, no, they can serve the alcohol, but if somebody's honorary, all they got to do is just hire Bill Cosby to be the flight attendant, and he can put a little something in your drink. I'm just going to put a little pill in the Patron. Just put a little boost in the bourbon. Let me leave that alone. Imagine that you wake up like, wow, that was a restful sleep on that flight. And the regular flight attendant be, well, that's what happens when you have your mask on. You get a nice restful sleep. Yeah, I had a restful sleep, but why is my butt sore? I mean, what's going on? What I do? Don't look at me. Why is there a pudding pop in my rectum? Let me get out of here. I think we all need to take a chill pill seriously, and one way to do it. See, I want to at least come up with some kind of solutions. Because there's apps for that. There's apps for relaxing meditation, and one of them is called the Calm app, and you can listen to relaxation music and different chants you can do. There's other apps for that, and just to get you chill out and relax. Maybe listen to some music so you can calm down no matter where you are, grocery store, airplane, whatever. So it's not so stressful. You can. There's probably some kind of weed marijuana app or something you can get. It's probably in the future. It probably will be there. Take a hit. You got that iPhone? Yeah, I got the new iPhone. You got the Android? Let me hit that Android. I could imagine. That's coming.
Yeah. Hey, whoever knew that we have a mini computer that you can hold in your hand? So I mean, yeah, I don't doubt it.
People relax. Get a Calm app or get something to chill out with. Read a book. Breathe. Keep your mask on for now because it's still mandated. After a while, we're probably not going to have to wear it. And you'll be all right. And the scientists say it takes about 90 seconds in general for your stress hormones to kind of level out if you get escalated. Some people it's 90 days. Some people it's 90 years, 0 to 100. But usually 90 seconds. That's where that timeout came in. You give them a timeout to the kid or something that's honoring them. So just chill out when you're upset, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll be okay. And you don't have to get in some kind of altercation where you need that insurance to cover your butt. And you're going to, otherwise you lose all your money in a lawsuit, or you try to get the GoFundMe. and it might not work. You might only get $39 in the GoFundMe. Everybody thinks they can get hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not necessarily. There's somebody getting 99 cents.
Yeah. You're right. Oh my gosh.
Buy one item. Actually, the 99 cent store is going up. Now it's the 99 cent and up store. I'm like, hold up, 99 cents. Well, this is like $100.99.
Everything is going up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's my second in the JeROME moment.
Oh, but thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Love it. Love it. Now answer this question. Are you going back out on the cruise ships? And if so, when are you going? So people can book to see you.
Actually, I am. I told myself, look, I don't want to be the first on the ship, so I don't want to be a guinea pig, let someone else, be the first one out there before something goes around. But I got an offer. It's Carnival Cruise Line. And Carnival Cruise Line is starting their routes in July. And I'm going to do a ship called the Vista starting July 31st for like 3 weeks. It leaves out of Galveston, Texas. And it goes to, if I'm not mistaken, Cayman Islands and Cozumel and Belize. And it might do a few other items. And it's always fun on Carnival because Carnival has all kind of activities going on. And there's a comedy club in there. And I'll be doing the jokes in there. And then I think on that ship, sometimes you do the main stage and the comedy club as well. You have several different shows. And if I can remember my act, it's been like a long time since I've been on stage. All this lockdown.
Oh.
But I'll get through it and I'll rock the house. You out there say hello, especially if you watch Dre's show and you see me there.
Give a shout out. Okay.
Be the comedian with 15 masks on and the face hazmat suit. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Right?
I don't even trust myself,
And your own microphone, right?
My own microphone and a full body condom. 6 of them.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh.
Like Trojan. That's
make sure you book the cruise to check JeROME out. JeROME, tell them how they can follow you and get all the information if they want to come see you out on
our website, JeROMEcomedy.com, and say, hey, JeROME, when are you going to post a video that's not 20 years old where you know baggy jeans or bell bottoms? Okay, I'll put some new video up. Come this next month. I will do it. JeROMEcomedy.com. All my social media. Facebook is JeROME Comedy and the number 1, JeROME Comedy 1. If you just put JeROME Comedy, you might go to my fan page, which I don't really, I need to, but I don't really get on it a whole lot. I'm one of these slow people. But if you hit me up there, everything else is JeROME Comedy, like Instagram or that kind of stuff. And then I'll get up, and I promise I will start putting stuff and be more up to date.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a big time sucker, man. You get on Facebook, and I'm just going to get on there and post. A lot of times I'll stick and move, but then you get on there, next thing you know, you scrolling, and that's my friend. Next thing you know, 3 hours, bam! Like, whoa, what am I doing with my life? So,
that's so true.
But it's good for promotion, and it's good to connect with people. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, because you said it, your page is gonna blow up because you said it. He said, "I'm never on there. Now watch it blow up."
Yeah. Oh, I gotta get on there.
Yes, definitely.
Is he doing the show? No, he's on his Facebook. Get on the stage, bro. All right. How you doing?
Well, I appreciate you coming on for the JeROME moment. Make sure you definitely come back so we can have some more JeROME moments. So excited to have you on and honored that you chose my show to come on. So thank you, sir.
I'm glad you let me, Drew.
Let me see. I like that. Let me. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you. Look, I try.
I see
Well,
those
thank you.
nails. You going on with your nails.
You see my nails?
You can put some eyes out of the flight attendants with those nails. Matter of fact, you can stick your arm out the window if the plane is faulty and the engine fails with them long nails. Fly us home. Am I in the camera? Fly us home with the nails. Okay, I gotta be in the camera.
I get that a lot. They look like weapons.
Dual purpose.
Everybody else got pepper spray. I got nails.
You can do this. You can socially distance. Just throw one. I'll tell you press on nails.
Oh, Lord. Well, thank you for coming on, sir. I appreciate you. We look forward to you coming on next week. And you be safe out there. And yeah, some people may be hitting you up to come see you on the cruise. So
okay, that'll work. All right.
Okay. Stay safe. See you later. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, that was Mr. JeROME. That was a JeROME moment. So he's going to come on as much as he can before he really gets back out there on the stage and cruising and all that good stuff. So grateful he came on. So you guys, so earlier I was showing you a video, and I want to show you again that just kind of speaks to of just trying to learn different things and just have an open mind to things and not be so closed-minded. So I practice what I preach, and I'm going to share this with you guys so you can see it. And this is me trying to learn some skate moves. I'm not the greatest skater, but I like to get out there and do some cardio and do things like that. So this is my husband, who's a very, very good skater. You guys have seen me talk about him on the show before, and he's really good. So he was sharing some things with me. I can't play the music for copyright reasons, but I want to share this with you so you guys can have an open mind again when it comes to learning a new craft, a sport, whatever it may be. Just have an open mind and let people show you some things. And so, as you can tell, he's a much better skater. And there I am, kind of stumbling through it, trying to get it. But I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. Now, pay attention to how I'm moving and watch how he just do it with just ease and smoothness. So, but I just wanted you guys to see that, you know, even at my age, I'm willing to have an open mind. I want you guys to have an open mind too. As we come out of this pandemic, taking on new skills, whether you go back to school, you cook a different meal, you learn a new athletic sport, skating, bowling, whatever it may be, just have an open mind. Like I did. Now, mind you, I was super sore after doing that. And this video is 3 years old, by the way. I can still do that, but just wanted to show you guys that you got to have an open mind to some things. So anywho, as we close out the show, I just wanted to share with you guys that little tidbit. And I want to share one thing with you that I saw on the internet, that I saw on the page of Power of Positivity. And basically it talked about one day you'll look back and realize how hard it was and just how well you did. And I'll say it again. One day you'll look back and realize how hard it was and just how well you did. So as we come out of this pandemic, you know, you'll look back and say, man, I made it through that, right? So pat yourself on the back. And that's by Charlie Mackesy, by the way. Pat yourself on the back and just know that this too shall pass. See light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. So just want you guys to do that. And as I close out the show, I just want you guys to know, do one good thing for one person each day, and you can affect 365 lives. Do one good thing for one person each day, and you can affect 365 lives. So you guys definitely stay safe out there. You know, we're not completely out of pandemic, but just be safe. Make sure you keep washing your hands when appropriate. You know, stay 6 feet apart. And if you're vaccinated, it's all good, but still just kind of have some sort of reserve to some extent, because we're not completely out of it. So, and if you aren't vaccinated, go get vaccinated. Please go get vaccinated. Okay. So as if no one's told you this week that they love you, know that I love you. You guys have a safe, fun, blessed weekend. And with that, I'm out.